So at about 154 maybe even 155-ish. Only a little bit of wind. I really hit that solid. Straight at the target. Nice high shot. Okay, welcome everybody. This is Zero to Hero Golf. We're going to take a look at this swing. We're going to look at some reference points. This is something I always check every time I come home from the range. So you can see here at the top of my head I have a line, and I have a line on my tush or my butt. Okay. So I always check this every time. Let's go on and move the swing to the next reference point. Okay, here we are. The club's a little bit on the inside, but not too bad. You can see I'm still have my head at the line, and my butt's actually got a little bit deeper. That's a good thing, as long as we're not getting shallower towards the ball, but if our butt's moving back, that's fine. So far so good. Okay, we're going to move on to the next reference point. Here at the top, my head's actually gotten a little bit lower, so far that's still really good, and my tush is actually gotten a little bit deeper, so that's still good. I like my arm planes a little bit above my shoulder plane. I had to work really hard on that for a long time. I used to have too shallow of a backswing in my arm plane, so this is a lot better. Can't tell you how happy I am to see these positions. Okay, here we are in the next reference point. My head's gotten significantly lower. That's fine. My butt's actually gotten a little bit deeper, and I decided to draw in the steepness of the shaft here. So this is the shaft plane. So I drew a line right down the shaft all the way to the ground, and we can see it's just a little bit on the outside of the ball. This is a really good position. So I'm going to tell you something. This is a reference point, easy thing you can check every time. If you look at my rear shoulder, from the tip of the shoulder down to the elbow, okay, to the crease in the elbow where the arm is bent. If your shaft is approximately halfway between the tip of the shoulder and the crease in the arm at your elbow, that's a really good place to have your shaft. It would be too steep if the shaft was way up by the tip of the shoulder. You don't want it up there. So you don't always have to draw lines like you're seeing me do here. Just check that shaft is about halfway down the arm. You should be in good position. Okay. Next reference point. The head is still below the line, and my butt's still just a little bit deeper than when I started with. So far, so good. There are some other big issues here. My legs are too straight. I don't have enough rotation going on. But that's not what I was working on at the range today. And that's really important to understand that. You got to stay focused on what you're going to work on. And for me, I spent 3 days with my butt on a chair to fix the early hip extension, and it looks like it worked. Okay, so this so far is so good. Let's move on to, okay, yeah. So now we're just going to look at this in slow motion. And then this whole thing's just going to repeat. So I just want to talk to you real quick about the drills work. They do. If you put the time in, the drills will work. Me spending 3 days with putting my butt on the chair to fix this early hip extension problem, it worked, okay? Because today, at this footage you're looking at here is from the range today, and at no time in my swing, especially on the downswing, is almost always when you're going to see early hip extension, but it can happen other times as well. But at no time did my hips thrust towards the ball too early. So I'm really, really happy. I can't even tell you how happy I am to see that my head is below that line throughout this swing, because I used to always, on my backswing, lose my spine angle and stand up and rotate flat. But now, it's just amazing how hard work slowly begins to pay off. You're just chipping away. My arm plane is better. It's above the shoulder plane at the top. My shaft plane is better. Everything about this swing is slowly getting better. The way I look at it, guys, is you start with this big, massive block of stone, and you're chipping away to get a powerful, handsome statue when you're done, right? That's what you're doing with the golf swing. You're chipping away at the bad parts and working towards the good parts, right? That's how I view it. So even though I still have insufficient rotation in my swing, a lot of other things have been worked on and have gotten a lot better. So I can't tell how happy I am to see the progress that I've made in the last 5 months. Just amazing. Now here I'm working on Russell Heritage's little half swing shaft leaning forward drill that he just talked about the other day. That was solid. That was a Russell Heritage specialty just for you, Russell. And we're going to try to do a Russell. It's a Russell Heritage specialty to see if we can pull it off. Little short swing. Keep the hands in front of the club head. See if we can do it. Now I'm opening my stance, just open a little bit. Let me just see if I can get the hips working right here. And then down on the back of the ball, right? Let's see if we get. Oh yeah. I was an 8-iron about 130, 135 carry. Okay, so did I really get my hips rotated? Did I get the same position I practiced? No, I didn't. But check it out. Look at the hip rotation. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, what's the big deal about that little tiny hip rotation? But you need to understand something. I literally had 0 hip rotation at impact almost always throughout my time playing golf. And here we're looking at about 10 to 15 degrees worth of hip rotation. I'm actually beginning to see a little bit of the lead butt cheek. Okay, so once again, this little half swing, short swing drill, the keeping the shaft lean forward, it actually works. Now, I didn't execute it perfectly, but I did hit the ball pretty solid, and it went fairly straight, and I got pretty good distance out of it. And that's really the whole point, right? So just to see I can't, I'm just so happy to see that actually have some hip rotation, So, going to continue to work on the chair, my butt on the chair drill, and I'm going to work on having my knees more flexed as I go into the downswing and get this rotation thing going. Should be seeing a lot more of the butt cheek and more of the back and the lead, back of the lead shoulder. I watched Graham McDowell at the Saudi Open shoot a 66 today, and he had a little gap wedge in his hand, and I paused him at impact. You know what I saw? Both his butt cheeks and almost his entire back. So don't let anybody ever tell you that with a short club you're not going to have rotation. It's just not true. Go check out Graham McDowell, and you'll see that the way it really should be done. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe. Click on that the little bell, notification bell, so you can follow me along as I'm progressing, getting better and better at this. We'll talk to you again real soon. And once again, thanks, Russell, for all your help. Bye-bye.